Hey guys, welcome to DigiBuff. Today we are checking out 7 best games for the PlayStation 5. Some of these games on this list are available on the PlayStation 4 too. With that being said, let's begin this video. God of War Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok is an action-adventure game developed by Santa Monica Studio and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. It was released worldwide on November 9, 2022 for both the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5, making the first cross-gen release in the God of War series. God of War Ragnarok is a direct sequel to the 2018 reboot of the franchise. The storytelling in this game is top tier. There are tons of emotional moments in this game. The cinematic cutscenes are just simply amazing. The combat has not changed much from the last game, apart from the weapon-specific finishers. It is one of those games where it feels like a great movie and a game all in once. If you have a PlayStation 5 and haven't played God of War Ragnarok, then you are missing on an epic adventure. Horizon Forbidden West. The sequel to 2017's Horizon Zero Dawn, the game is set in a post-apocalyptic version of the Western United States. The player can explore the open world and complete quests using ranged and melee weapons against the hostile machine creatures. The player controls Aloy, a hunter in the world populated by dangerous animalistic machines. In an open world, she explores the mysterious frontier known as the Forbidden West. Exploration is improved with new underwater discoveries and improvements to combat using the Valor Search system. The mission structure for quests better supports variety in objectives with compelling reward system. A must-play for the PlayStation consoles. Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima is a 2020 action-adventure game. In the game, the player controls Jin Sakai, a samurai on a quest to protect Tsushima Islands during the first Mongol invasion of Japan. Jin must choose between following the warrior code to fight honorably or use practical but dishonorable method of repelling the Mongols with minimal casualties. The game features a large open world which can be explored either on foot or on horseback. When facing enemies, the player can choose to engage in a direct confrontation using Jin's katana or to become a legendary warrior known as the Ghost by using stealth tactics and assassinate opponents. A visually stunning game is one of PlayStation's best. Astros Playroom. Astros Playroom is a 3D platformer in which the player controls the title character Astrobot using the DualSense controller. Like in the previous games, he is able to jump, hover, punch enemies and objects, as well as use a spin attack by charging his punch. The haptic feedback of the controller is used to provide realistic tactile vibrations from actions such as walking on different types of material, like sand, walking through rainfall, and walking against the wind. The game starts in a hub called CPU Plaza, which is modeled after the inside of the PlayStation 5, and provides access to 4 worlds which are each themed after a component of the console, and the artifacts are themed after the corresponding console. GPU Jungle is the PlayStation 4, Cooling Springs is the PlayStation 3, SSD Speedway PlayStation 2, and Memory Meadows is the PlayStation. A great game which utilizes the DualSense perfectly. And the best part about this game is that it comes preloaded with the PlayStation 5. So you should definitely check this out. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales is a 2020 action-adventure game developed by Insomniac Games. The game is a spin-off and a continuation from Marvel's Spider-Man 2018, and the second installment in the Insomniac Spider-Man series. The narrative focuses on Miles' struggle to balance his duty of a civilian persona and his role as the second Spider-Man when his new home Harlem is threatened by a war between the Roxxon Energy Corporation and a high-tech criminal army called the Underground, led by the mysterious Tinkerer. Gameplay is presented from a third-person perspective, with primary focus on Miles' traversal and combat abilities. Combat focuses on chaining attacks together and using environment webs and venom attacks to incapacitate numerous foes while avoiding damage. If you are looking for a superhero game on the PlayStation 5, you should definitely check out Spiderman Miles Morales. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is a PS5 exclusive game which was a launch title for the console. It is the 9th main installment in the Ratchet and Clank series and a sequel to Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus. In this game, you go dimension hopping with Ratchet and Clank as they take on an evil emperor from another reality. Jump between action-packed worlds and beyond at mind-blowing speeds, complete with dazzling visuals and an insane arsenal of weapons. The game showcases lightning speed of the PS5 SSD, which lets you jump between levels in a flash. If you want to play a fun adventure-filled action platformer, you should definitely check out Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. The Last of Us Part 1. The Last of Us Part 1 is an action-adventure game developed by Naughty Dog, a remake of the 2013 game The Last of Us. It features revised gameplay, including enhanced combat and exploration, and expanded accessibility options. The single-player story follows Joel, who is tasked with escorting the young Ellie across a post-apocalyptic United States and defend against cannibalistic creatures infected by a mutated strain of the Cordyceps fungus. Last of Us Part 1 arguably considered one of the best games ever made. The game story plays out in a way that you keep staring at the screen long when the game is over. An amazing game, do check it out. So guys, this was a list of a few of the best games on the PlayStation 5. If you found this video helpful, please do share a like and subscribe to DigiBuff. Until then, take care, I'll see you in the next one.